This is my insertion sort video, and insertion sort is when you have a set of items in an array, in this case measuring spoons, and we start with our indicator, which is the tablespoon, which is the largest, and we're going to go through and insertion sort them until they are in order. So, and it's going to be from smallest to largest. So what we're going to do is, got all our spoons out of order, and we start with the tablespoon and a quarter of a teaspoon. But the tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon, so we're gonna switch those two, and then we're gonna go to the next one, and a tablespoon, our indicator moves to the next one, and our tablespoon is larger than a half a teaspoon, so we're going to switch those. And these two, they are in order right now, so we're not going to do anything with those just yet. Then the tablespoon moves over to the eighth of a teaspoon, and we're going to switch those two. And an eighth of a teaspoon is smaller than a half a teaspoon, so we're going to switch that. And an eighth of a teaspoon is also smaller than a quarter of a teaspoon, so we're going to switch those. And now we go back to our indicator, which is the tablespoon, and we move to look at the one next to it, or to the right of it, which is a half a teaspoon. And a half a teaspoon is smaller than a tablespoon, so we're going to move to the next one. And a half a teaspoon and a half a teaspoon, well, they're the same size, so that's going to stay there because it's in order. Next, we have a tablespoon compared to 1 teaspoon. And obviously a tablespoon is larger than a teaspoon, so we're going to move that over and compare it. Keep comparing it to the ones to the left. It's in order so far, so we're going to move back over a tablespoon, compare it to a 3/4 teaspoon, and it's larger than that, so we're going to move this over. Compare this to 1 teaspoon. 3/4 is smaller, so we're going to move this down, put that right there. And then we're going to compare it to a half teaspoon. It all matches up here. So now we go back to the beginning. Eighth of a teaspoon, quarter of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, and a tablespoon. So we're all in order, largest to smallest. Well, I'm sorry, smallest to largest, and that is our insertion sort.